Danny Gaselli, East Coast Radio.
So, on the weekend, I went to a friend/work colleague's place. You know, you have those different people in your life, and you place them in different categories. This is a friend, but it's more work-related, if you get my drift. So I went to his house, and I went into his office, and we're discussing business-related matters. And on his wall, he had won first place prize for something that he did and achieved in his life. But around his office, there was second place and third place, and it was a mixture of sporting achievements and work accomplishments. Now, it was 2 years ago, I think it was, the best of Durban, and I came in third place in a specific category. So what I did with that is I put it in my cupboard. And that personally is something for me personally that I would never put on my wall. So when I was at school, and I'll never forget this, I was 12 years old, and I was doing a running race, and my speciality was the 800 meter and the 1,200 meter. And there was a guy called Tutuka who used to beat me every single race. And so what I did with my second place certificates, I kept them in the cupboard, and I said to my dad, you know what? I'm going to work so hard and as hard as I can, and I'm going to beat this guy next year. Long story short, I beat that guy the next year. I got a certificate. It said first place, and I put that on my wall. So I want to know from you, if you have a certificate saying that you're in second or third place, do you put that on your wall, and are you proud of it? Or are you like me and you wouldn't put it on your wall? Because I short quote from Will Ferrell, and he says this:
if you ain't first, you're last.
And that's how I live. And I know I'm going to get judged here, and that's fine, but I just want your opinion. Sershin, you are a competitive guy. What's your take on this?
Indeed, Danny. I remember my first competitive race back in grade 1. I was so excited. Blue skies and sunshine. My parents were on the pavilion watching me, and I came out third in this race. They were so proud of me.
Yeah.
The trouble is, there were only 3 of us running.
Oh, Serge, I love you.
Danny, how's it, my bud? Long time. Mitch here. Yeah, so in my younger days, when I was playing first team rugby, I was very active. Got my certificates, my trophies. Absolutely love to let people know about it. I've also got the quickest try in the country when I played club rugby back in the day. I was in the newspapers. I'm very competitive, and anything I get first place, second place, third place, I love to show off my certificates or trophies. And these days, in my older age, I'm going to be 53 on Valentine's Day. I'll still run a daddy's race for the school kids and things like that. Last year I came second in a daddy's race, and against those youngsters. I'm pretty impressed with myself. So I let everybody on my family groups know. Even with my work stuff that I do, the certificates that I get and things like that, I let people know. I love it. And, as long as I'm still working, I can continue showing off. I will show off as long as I can, for as long as I can.
Mitch, thank you so much for that. Now, on the other side of the coin.
Hey, Danny, I hope you're well. It's Louis Nell here. So there's something I learned back in the day when I was selling cars, and this is something that has stuck with me my entire life. Winners are the only ones who matter because nobody remembers who took second place.
Hi Danny, it's Sam Boja. So a lovely topic because I am so competitive. I always gun for first place in anything that I do. And let me tell you how weird it is now. Now that I have kids, I try and not make my kids be as competitive as me. And the reason being is I tend to set very high standards for myself, and then I get disappointed when I don't reach those goals. But I don't want the same for my kids. I want them to enjoy everything in their life and not be as competitive as me. Yes, I get absolutely proud when they come out first or achieve anything in their life, but I tend not to make them as competitive as me so that they don't become disappointed when they do not achieve that first position.
Thanks for your message, Sam. We had Clyde on the WhatsApp line that says, no way in hell would I ever put a second or third place on my wall. First or nothing. Ooh.
Hello, Danny. I have an answer for that guy who says no one remembers the losers. Well, why doesn't he look at the All Blacks? The All Blacks came second and they were just as proud. I don't support them, but they were sportsmen. And yet my son never got first, second or third, but he got a prize for reading, which I'm immensely proud of.
Hi Danny, this is Sue from Umtulume. My husband is so proud he's got a certificate up in his office. He was in the very first mile and he finished it. I don't know where he came. He doesn't know where he came, but he finished it. So he's very proud of that.
Second is first loser.
Sershin, I'm sorry to bring you into a controversial topic, but
Yes, Dan.
But Stare, an hour ago, said, I'm so sick and tired of kids getting participation certificates. That's why this generation is so soft. What is your take on that?
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? I mean, if you give the kid the participation certificate, then it's just showing parents that their kid's actually attending school.
Yeah.
If you don't, then you make the kid feel bad. So, I mean, it's a fine line between the two, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's very easy to open up a can of worms with this topic. Yeah. And I really, really enjoyed this WhatsApp message.
Hi, I also don't agree with the participation certificates. All of my kids are sportsmen, and if you don't get chosen or you don't get a certificate or you don't get a trophy, it's all the more reason to work harder. You know, turn it into a motivational thing. What certificate or what trophy do you want to get next year? And how are you going to get there? And how are you going to achieve it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Thanks, Michelle. My personal opinion, I think it's a complete waste of time. It teaches you absolutely nothing for the big bad world. That's just my opinion. But I wanted to play you this voice note from Julia.
Hi Danny, I'm a bit late to join this conversation, but I've been listening in, and no, I don't agree that every child who participates in a team or practices should get some type of recognition or award. But there are those one or two children who don't make captain and goal leader and, you know, lead the team to the World Cup final. But they're there for every single practice and every single match with a smile on their face and the enthusiasm that is just astounding. And they may not make every run, they may not score every try or every goal, but they don't just arrive once or twice and throw a cricket bat around or a cricket ball in the air or toss a rugby ball around and think they're all it. They cheer their fellow sportsmen along, they stand on the sideline, they scream and shout, and they try their utmost best. And they're actually there for the team. They're not there for themselves. And those little kiddies are there because they know what it means to be a team. We win as a team and we lose as a team. And every single one of us count. And it's those little children who deserve the teamwork award, not the participation award. It's actually quite a sucky name, to be honest. You know, the sportsman or the fellowship award, something like that. Please can I remain anonymous because I get drilled at school tomorrow.
Do you know what? I actually agree with you. So I think it's very different when you compare kids who do running races. There's a first, there's a second, there's a third, and then there's last place, and then you get a participation certificate. But something like that, yeah, I hear you. Maybe it's a spirit award. So thanks so much for your input. I really appreciate it.
From the pitch to the studio, tune in to Danny Gaselli, weekdays 12 p.m, only on East Coast Radio.